Inevitable. Did we get everything right? Probably not. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see how we did. Starting out with a great mug today. Let's let everybody wake up now. Looks like we're all good. Streaming to the proper places. What do you, some of you guys got work or something? Let's go. Notification squad, wake up. We got shit to do. That probably demonetized me. It was a good run. It's good to be back. Love the glass aid, my dude. Oh, thanks, man. Let's get it rolling. Hell yeah. Dude, so I had this stream, like, getting everything set up, car pulled in, and I just stood here and I was like, this feels right. Very happy to be streaming today. Message me when you're ready for my truck. Oh yeah, for sure. So I don't know if I should say. Stay tuned. We'll be, I don't know. I'll talk about it during the stream. The good old Ford Fusion. That back glass has kicked my ass several times. Yeah, I think the newer ones, the ones with like the turn dials, are a little easier. But I wanted to put in the thumb, that fuzz at the bottom, because there are some people that have questions about it. We missed you. Thanks, man. Missed you too. Having a hard time shrinking a back window on a Monte Carlo? Is that like the coupe, the one with the 2 doors? Or is that the 4-door one? I'm at work, but we are dead. Oh, that's no fun. I like when things are slow in the morning, because then I just chill with some coffee. Oh shit, I just realized something. Oh wait, good. They're not popping up, or else you guys would have said it. Sup, dude? The glass aid and clay bar I ordered arrives today? Hell yeah, finally. Like, some of those have been really annoying. So there's, if you guys have paid attention to the news, there's a lot of shit with USPS. So I get things out pretty quickly, and we pay for the proper shipping, but USPS is a bit of a meme right now. How you like GeoShield? I like it a lot, actually. Now that we've got our soap down, my daily driver film is the Classic Pro. Today we're going to be using carbon, which is pretty awesome. But as a daily driver film, installing it on a bunch of stuff, I've gotten used to it, and I really like it. It just took that soap adjustment for me to get there, which was overly annoying for me to figure out. I have a VW Beetle, kind of nervous. Ooh, I would be too. So what you could do on the Beetle is, if you have like dot tricks or something, or black vinyl, you could cut it short and then black out that big dot matrix at the top or something like that. That would make it a little bit easier, but yeah, those are never fun. It's been so long since I've had one. Glass 8, I need some as well. Aw, you guys. It's so cool to see so many people talking about it in the chat. I really appreciate it. I'm glad that if you're using it and you like it, I appreciate it. I always say it's not going to be for everybody, and I'm sure it's not, but like, it's good to get some nice feedback on it. Yes, them Beetles are crazy. I know. I thought about maybe getting one of those up on the wall here, but I don't think it would be super functional. Instead, we have that, what is it? Honda Civic back glass. I like that a lot better. But, yeah. I also need help on the Monte Carlo as two-door coupe. That one's not too bad though. The back glass on that, it's curved a little, but there's ones that are way more difficult on that. It's like I guess a medium one. So the doors are pretty long on that. What are you doing to this car? We're doing 5. We are going 5%. We're not doing a windshield today. We're doing carbon on the sides and the back. Ordered 5 rolls of glass aid, used it, loved it, and only have 2 left and looking to place another order soon. Thanks, dude. That's awesome. That means a lot. Successfully tinted Ford vehicles, double cutting and snap shrinking. Hell yeah. There you go. I bet that helps you speed up your time. Let's hear about Studio 2.0. Ooh, somebody's in the group. Aw, I'm waiting for it. There it is. Do you guys hear it? Did the shit work? That one looked a little weird. Oh well. LKB Pythons, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. He says, just because you're the man. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. I hopefully got the sound working again. I can't hear it, though, which is extra annoying for me. I saw that 2.0. So I have to scramble, and I have to actually get a legitimate place. So, yeah. As far as I could tell, and when I talked, there was no problems, but now there's problems. So, we're going to have to get something. So I'm going to look at a space today, and I'm pretty sure whatever space I see today is going to be the space that I move to. And, yeah. So I'm upset, and I've let it settle, though, and I'm looking for the positives. The biggest positive is we're going to actually have training classes available. I don't have details yet, but having a space means that there's no problems running something like that. So that'll be cool. I have to get as much shit over there as I can after the lease is going to be signed. You know, I'm jumping the gun here a little bit. I'm assuming it's going to work out. But I mean, there's not a whole lot I need. It's in the right location. There's the right size. It has workable space. I'm pretty sure it'll be fine. And then the 2.0 part is we're going to do a little bit more to make it better. It might take some time to get there. We'll probably do a few streams with it being mediocre and then build it up as we go, but it'll be good. Well, one thing we ain't going to do is we ain't going to stop. This is too much fun for me to do. So it really sucks because it's not like I'm asking for a whole lot here. I just want space with a car and then do my show. But part of what makes that difficult is having a dedicated space. I tint out my garage and tint all the neighbor's car and never had a complaint. Yeah, I think it's just the luck of the draw in some cities. So, but you know, if we have to grow up a little bit, we actually did this. This is a functional thing. This worked. So we can check that off the list at least. And then what we can do is go to an actual space and then do that too. So you guys get to see what that's like. Me too. I get to see what that's like too. There's like 50 things I'm worried about that's going to be on the lease that I got to make sure aren't. So. My city, too, are giving me issues about building a garage/tint shop on my property. That sucks, man. Just luck of the draw, I think. Do a live stream out of the new one? Oh, absolutely. That's going to be new headquarters. Everything's going to be done out of there. What's up from Belmont? Got some squeaky monkey coming. Super excited with a monkey emoji. Very cool. It's pretty good. F in the chats for your neighbors. Take your flooring. Yeah, everything. So when I built out this, everything's removable. So everything's going over. Oh, people are asking, and then wait for that delay. Yeah, we're moving it. Absolutely. I mean, that's one way I made all this is like all the shelving and flooring and whatever. As soon as we move out of the space, like I can take it all with me. So that's why I didn't like epoxy floors. The rack shelving is super easy to take down. And it's just a matter of like clipping the floor back into place. So it's gonna be it's like the biggest thing I think that was time consuming was painting the walls. So I might actually pay somebody to do that. I don't know. Leave a box of GeoShield for me? No, we're still gonna live here. um that's my concern. Yeah, I don't know. So check with your locals. But it here's what I'll say a little bit. You probably have the opportunity to get going and do some stuff, and then like make a little bit of a name for yourself, and then you'll have the extra to like jump into something. So this is gonna be a normal old garage with a blazer, huh? Yeah, but I got some ideas for the new one. I don't know if you guys ever seen light tunnels. They're pretty awesome. We're gonna do something fun. Tim, my first Mini Cooper yesterday, flawless. Hell yeah. I love Mini Coopers, man. Mini Cooper's like one of my favorite cars. Every time I would sit in a Mini Cooper at the auto show, I want a Mini Cooper. One day I'll get one. But Blazer's pretty damn cool, so I keep bumping this. 1.5 or 2 ply, they're kind of the same thing. I mean, I don't know where it came from calling window tint 2 ply necessarily. I guess 2 layers of polyester, but yeah, most professional films are going to be at this point 1.5 mil for sure. So I'd look for that spec before I look for like 2 ply. But if you're buying from any reputable place, that's what you're gonna find. Small businesses always get pushed around. Yeah, but we adapt. I was gonna say push back, but we're not doing that. We're adapting. So, have you done a 2017 Pathfinder? No. That's a Toyota, right? I don't get hardly any Toyotas around here. I'm spoiled. No, that's not. That's a. Sorry, that's a. I know Pathfinder. That's not Toyota at all. Nissan, right? Yeah, that's a Nissan. My bad. No, I know somebody that owned one though. Nothing crazy about it, I don't think. It's just a standard big Nissan SUV. But I don't get many of those. I don't really get many full SUVs to do either. It's usually like 2 front doors with a full windshield or like a full sedan or something like that. So, yeah, pretty straightforward. I was thinking Toyotas. I don't usually get many Toyotas because I've had a few questions. I just saw a picture of like the 2020 Corollas, and they fucking put front quarters on those, just like the Subarus, and it's like, why you do that? Why you do that? I got a 1988 Suzuki Samurai. It's pretty cool. I was born in 1988. Depending on who's watching, then either means I'm really young or really old now. Front quarter windows on a Kia van? Yeah. The Honda, the new like Honda ones too. Honda Pilot, I think. Or something like that. I haven't got one yet. I just saw a picture and I was just like, no. I did mine. The front's where. Blah, 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 blah. I was waiting to order computer cut, or should I buy a roll? I don't know. I mean, I always like bulk rolls, but I mean, if you don't know how to hand cut, that always makes things extra difficult. But the thing about just a kit is it's kind of like a one-shot go. So I never know what to suggest in that situation. When's the show gonna start? We should probably start soon. Hey, where is it? Where is it? It better pop up. Don't let me down. Oh, there it is. Why is it so high now? I moved things around a little bit. Okay, anyways. No sound. There should be sound. LKB. Here, I'm going to do it again. We're going to make sure. Yeah, there's sound. Okay, there's definitely sound. LKB, super chatted. Love the sound. Thank you. I love those sounds too. The sound on that has been like super annoyingly tricky because it just technical things on the back end where the sound comes from. I changed some source on my computer, and then last stream it wasn't working, and it took me like 20 minutes to try and get it working today, and I still can't hear it on my headset. So I don't necessarily know when it fires off unless I hear the super chat thing. So bear with me if that happens. But y'all should have your car sounds today, which is cool. All right. So I guess we're going to get started. What size rolls would be best to buy? I like 36 and 20s. I did a lot of plotter cutting, and I like 36. I like 36-inch rolls. But it depends on how they have it set up. The reason I like 36s is you save a little bit of film, and you can do most of the doors, and then it fits the vast majority of back windows. So you can, on sedans, you can split it in half. And then on back windows, you usually have enough for quarters and stuff like that. And then 20s cover most truck windows, but now you have the new GMC Sierra and Silverados. Those are a little bit too tall for 20-inch rolls, so you need 24s on those. Or you can flip a 36-inch sideways. But if they sell films in a couple different sizes now, so that makes things more complicated. So I don't know. I'm not 100% sure, but I always like 36 and 20s. Tint school online, or trial and error. If you're just starting, trial and error in the very beginning. Get some film, get some tools, practice a little bit, and then you'll better be suited for taking a class, because the classes are quick. Like, they're only 2 or 3 days. You learn a ton while you're there, and you'll be better off for taking one. But, like, get some film and try some stuff on yourself. You can get your way there without a class. But, hang on, let me switch over. Okay, we still good? We are still good. But yeah, so talking about classes a little bit. I think classes are super beneficial. Even if you never touched film before, I was actually pretty surprised with how helpful a class can be when you're first starting out. But I always think that it's good to just, like, you know, you're talking about a $1,500 to $2,000 class typically for most of them. So, and travel expenses, time off work and whatnot. And if you've never touched film before, do you really know if you like it or not? So get some film, practice a little bit, and then when you go take a class, you'll be better suited. Like, you kind of know what you're looking for a little bit more. So that would be my ultimate suggestion on it. See how much you like it, see how much you can get into it, and don't overthink it too much, just get started. That's a problem that I have too. I will overthink things to death, and then it'll cause me to not start. Like in this place, I painted the walls, I was putting shelving up, And it's just I was building a website. There's like so many things that I was doing that was preventing me from just starting. And then I'll never forget this. This was the best piece of motivation I ever got to just get started. I would always talk to my wife about everything that I'm doing out of here, to the point that it just drove her crazy. And then at some point she was just like, when are you gonna start making money out of it though? Like, when is it gonna pay for itself? And at that point I was just like, oh shit. And then I started. Come to find out, it's a problem with a lot of people. Over planning and not getting started ever, so good times. Yeah. It was pretty great. I really appreciate that she said that though, because it's like, yeah, you're absolutely right. And then you can kind of like, you can what's called fail forward, right? So you will make mistakes along the way. Everybody knows that, but you keep going, and you'll be in a completely different space from where you are now, given some time. It's just a slow process, but this is a fun sticker. Oh shit. I thought this was on the outside. Oh, we gotta take care of this one. Guns don't kill people, blood loss and organ damage too. So we're going to do this first. Are you gonna save the sticker? Yeah, for sure. If I can. It's right on the defrosters. Hopefully it'll just like peel off pretty easy. But it looks like it's part of like a residence. So we gotta be careful. Tape 8 is my favorite. That's cool. In the beginning, this part was kind of annoyingly tedious for me to do. Now, when you slow down, I'm like, I don't know. I've done so many of these now. I literally do this on every car that I do, on stream or not. And it goes much faster. But it is still something that you have to do. We should probably take off that sticker before we do this, but I just sprayed the back window, so oops. And on this one, we have like a lot of like dog hair or something down here. I've heard a lot of people comment about things like that, and like, would you charge extra for something like that? I've never, like, I've always been put in the situation of just deal with it. So that's where I come from on a lot of my cars. Unfortunately, it's just like, you know, you get something from like the 1980s and they charge just like they do if it's a 2020. All right. So if it's not like tinted or whatever prior, or it's like excessively dirty, and I mean excessively dirty, like the truck was mudding and like the inside was coated in dirt or some shit like that, like really, really bad. Most things are pretty, like, I mean, we got a little sticker here. Like yesterday I had a car I had a cruise, and they repainted one of the doors, and there was overspray on the inside. And yeah, I like wanted to say something about it, but I looked around and it was just the quarter window and the door, and it just scraped off pretty quickly, so it wasn't too bad. Most of the stuff is just about technique. You're not dragging the film
along all the dirt. So just because the dirt's there doesn't mean it's going to get into your tint. But we definitely want to make sure that this sticker here is taken care of, which it seems like it is. That came off pretty easily and all in one piece. I'm checking. Yeah, just that. Yeah, I know the headrests. Yeah, we'll pull those out. I just got started. Hey! $5. LKB with a $5 super chat. Man, LKB, you're on fire today. Do you charge extra to remove tint and install darker tint? Yes, I definitely would charge extra. Removals, like on a standard removal, if it was all the sides and the back, if it's old, super old bubbly tint, I'd probably try and charge more. Here in the north, we don't get that many removals, and they're usually not that terrible. It's not where you're sitting there scraping old flicky shit off, so keep that in mind. So generally, we charge about $160 for like full removals like that, and we'd probably be an extra $80 to $100 for a full windshield. But yeah, that would be for the removal portions. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, somebody mentioned about Fusions not being made anymore. I guess I kind of didn't even realize that. Yeah, Ford discontinued like the vast majority of all their sedans, right? They just have like the Mustang. I liked Fusions, especially for tinting. The older model Fusions were like some of the easiest cars to tint. These ones are a little annoying because they have the front quarter windows, so that always takes a little extra time. But we will, I don't know, we'll get going on this. So 5. Do we have another box? I gotta just, oh wait, yeah, I do. I think I've got another one over there in case. So here is our roll. The new Camaros. We're doing 5 carbon. The new Camaros, I don't have room in that back window. They're easy, but like the back window doesn't give you any space. Oh, the quarters on the old Fusions. Oh yeah, that's a good point. I used to be a little bitch on those. I've done much better. But yeah, what I used to do on those quarters was you'd see them cut short. Like, so if this is the quarter on it, I'd go like, you know, you have that big rubber border around it. I'd go just on the inside of it. I was one of those tinners for a while. It wasn't until later that I figured out a better way, but you have to trim it a little bit. Is a customer watching this one? Maybe? I don't know. He's seen some of the videos and stuff. So it'd be cool if he was. This is a 40. So I don't know. I get 36s and all the other ones, but then carbon, they have 40s. Quarter windows are my worst enemy. They're just, especially when you get into the gasket style ones, they take up so much time. So I had a Subaru WRX the other day, and I spent more time doing those damn quarter windows, and there's one on each door. Those take way longer than the roll downs. You can stretch out the rubbers a little bit, and that helps, but... How come I don't use Lumar or 3M? Overrated? Lumar, I think, is a pretty decent company overall. 3M, I always felt that their film was kind of overrated. I mean, the color stable was blue, crystalline. You have the other nano ceramics and stuff like that. So I don't know. I never saw like a huge difference between those. So it's like the price point never really made sense. And then as far as Lumar's a much more expensive brand to get into. And so they do good on taking care of their... 3M does a good job of Lumar does a good job of taking care of their dealers. But if you talk to some people down south, man, Lumar has really degraded their own branding. There's like a Lumar shop on every corner. There's a lot of them that are undercharging for Lumar in general. And then they also try and push a lot of dealer programs and stuff like that. So, I don't know. And they've always been arrogant. Ah, no! Stop. Stop. But yeah, arrogance was a big problem. I don't know. When you're like the big tint company on the block, you develop a sense of arrogance. So it's like, But I haven't tried every film. I haven't tried every company. I've done quite a few, but yeah, there's still more that I'd have to like try out. But you know, eventually, you hear a lot of things about companies. GeoShield, I hear nothing but good things from people that have dealt with them. People in my group that have talked to them, they're all posting really nice things about them. So that is really important to me, because if I was using something like Lumar and then the average person just looking to make a good name for themselves, I don't think tint branding plays a huge factor into that. As far as like, you know, I think you can make a good name for yourself, and most people don't know of the tint company that you're installing anyways, so you can install a lot of things and be just fine. Transition films? Oh, that's an interesting take on that too, actually. Somebody said there's a tint company that has like a transition film. Why don't film companies use this to bypass the VLT law? What's gonna happen though is a cop's gonna pull you over and meter your windows in broad daylight or whatever time of day it is. So it doesn't matter if it changes. It matters what's on your glass at the time that he meters it or whatever. So it's like, you'd still get a ticket for it. The idea is really cool, where when it gets darker outside, the film lightens up, so it's easier to see out of at night. But be careful. It's a very new technology, and I've heard and seen videos of failure within 3 months of having it installed. And the failures is not peeling, bubbling, or it's like spotting, so the dye stops changing, like parts. So it turns into like a speckled or spotty mess. So, not good. Oh, I forgot to turn on my lights. Oh, dang. Is it weird? Is it better? I don't know. I don't have my RGB lights on right now. I should turn them on. Yeah, some states are much more strict than others. Like Texas state law, you need stickers. So you actually need to comply with Texas law. And there's like a little sticker on the driver's door that you're supposed to have there. What do I think of Tint Depot's film? I think they're good. They sell some economical stuff, and they sell some legitimately good films too, higher up from there. So like a lot of people like their Superior Charcoal. It's can I? Yeah, global. It's global. Here, let me trim this off. My edge trailed away a little bit. It was not as nice. There we go. Now it's nice. California, 70% stickers. Ooh, dang. I actually never looked into California state law. There's some of them that are pretty bizarre. I mean, I thought Michigan's was pretty annoying for a while. It's like, oh, how come they won't let us have anything on the front doors without a doctor's note? And then I actually talked to my dad about that. He's like, we got one of the best state laws because, like, there is no number restriction on the front. Well, I mean, there is a number restriction on the front. You can't have anything except, like, the top 4 inches. But as far as, like, it goes, it's pretty lax. Like, cops aren't pulling you over and metering the back and stuff like that. It's just, it's generally not a big problem. So, are you going to make an updated windshield strip tutorial? Probably not. Not anytime, not soon. I might have done a strip on stream. But strips aren't really, like, all that crazy, so that's why I haven't put any focus on it. What was I going to do? Oh, I know what I was going to do. I got to... That. Child safety. We don't want kiddos rolling down the back. Like me. .35 can be allowed on sedans, but SUVs can be darker. Yeah, there's like, that's why you see 20% on all trucks and SUVs. That's if it was illegal for them to drive that in particular states, it's not something that factories would do. I keep making excuses why I can't tint somebody's windshield. It was a tough one for me to get into as well. So I remember a lot of times I get into new things by being pushed into them. So it was to my benefit, but I was always mad. When you work with a company, they'll just line up work for you to do that you don't think that you can do. And then they're just like, do it. And you're just like, no. And they're like, yeah. And you're like, fuck. It's super stressful. That's how I got into windshields a lot more. Super chat. Jamie, what's up? Yo, yo, I'm here, Mr. Matt. Welcome, Jamie. Good to have you. Thanks so much for the super chat. So I remember doing this cruise out in like Pontiac, and man, there's some shit that I've let go because I just didn't have a choice. So I used to like Frankenstein my windshields in, and I got to here and like got it installed. There was a big crease right up the middle, and I just fucking like, whatever. And I moved on. And like for a long time, I was carrying in my windshields and they just never were consistent. And then when I finally buckled down and like tried to teach myself how to reverse roll, that's when they got a lot better and more consistent. So it's a good skill to pick up. What? Good looks. I like everything dark. I don't like being seen. Yeah, this one's gonna be plenty dark for sure. So we're gonna shrink this. Somebody asked about snap shrinking again. All I'm doing is heating the bottom. Sometimes that heat will knock it like right above it. So like sometimes that heat will hit right about here. You really want it to be right at the bottom. But if you go a little bit higher up, let's say I didn't shrink this enough, right? Let's say I only went there and you put it down. If you have little fingers, you can go back in, heat the bottom a little bit, or you can pull it back and then just go a little bit farther. So you just want to make it look all straight and flat. I mean, it's gonna bow a little bit on the edges, but like we're just curling that bottom. And where you'll really start to notice is that swoop. It just zoop. Kanye has 15 on his windshield, really? How do you know that? That's interesting. Oh, I'm not blowing air under it? No, not really. No, just on the film. We're not really... In a sense, you could be a little bit. Wait, why are we doing this? I have it. We can do that. Yeah, how do you know, Kanye? It's windshield. Okay, so snapping again on this one. So I just like to start on the far side and then heat up the very edge. I'm not blowing air underneath it. I'm just curling that bottom. Because if you're shrinking this bottom, it'll cause it to pull in together, and that's what's making this swoopy swoop. That's what shrinking is. Whenever you're shrinking, it's pulling film together. And then, so I have a little, like a bigger air pocket there. So it's not something you have to do, but see these? They're not laying flat, they're spiked up. You could shrink those just a little bit. That would be okay. There's no like definitive hard rules on this. There's like 16 different ways to shrink a door. The purpose is just shrink some down here and get it to go this way, and then it curves all to that curve on the door window. It's not no voodoo magic. Maybe it is, I don't know. Do I have my stool today? Oh, I do. Good shit. Don't try snap shrinking on Lexan. Ooh. Yeah, Lexan doesn't shrink very well on the edges. That's a good point. A lot of you guys are using Lexan, so like I've said this a bunch of times. Lexan's just more tough to shrink. How many heat guns do you own? Different heat gun on every stream. Only 3 or 4, I think. But they're mostly the Wagners. And then that one was for a video, the green one. But the green one sucks. I got it from where'd I get it? I got it from AutoZone. I liked it because it was green. And it would have matched this garage better, but unfortunately it sucks. It just doesn't get very hot. It is voodoo magic, senpai.
But thanks for better explaining. I got much better understanding now. Oh, good. Glad to hear it. That's what we aim for. There's a lot of people that ask about it, and I try to accommodate as much as I can, but it's something I've been talking about a lot, so I don't want to go too crazy every time. Matt, do you remember me telling about about the guy that puts ASWF on Ferraris and stuff? Yeah. Yeah, I remember a little bit. Worrisome for sure. The worry is in like 2 to 3 years, but I wonder if he'll still have that same Ferrari in 2 to 3 years. Do you guys like this mug? I was walking in Meyer. Home is where the good coffee is, and it's gigantic. And I had to get it. Gigantic coffee. Okay. Well, let's keep going. I finally got some work about to tint a Panamera. Oh no. Be careful what you wish for. That Panamera, the doors are super annoying. They're dot matrixed on the sides. The back windows aren't bad, but like I think you have like quarter windows on that too. So, saw your video on tinting a Jetta. That helped a lot. Oh, good. Oh wait, this isn't. Where do we want this? Where's my flat edge? This is my flat edge? Well, then I can do this here. Why is that my flat edge? That's weird. Usually I'll take whatever excess is out of here, and then you can get quarter windows out of. But my flat edge is here. Because I like using a flat edge too, because then I don't have to cut it on the bottom. It just helps everything a little bit more. Matt with a growing beard. Matt with a scraggly, like the bitch beard. It's just me. I looked at it, I was just like, God, I gotta shave today. And then I forgot, kind of. I like, maybe tomorrow. Maybe for tomorrow's stream. It's just, it's nothing more than pure laziness. And I am not happy with the way that it's all thin and patchy. Like Odin. It's far from Odin. I watch a lot of Linus Tech Tips, and he's always like, you know, he's not a super tall dude. He's pretty like geeky, whatever. And then he was locked down for quarantine, and then he like grows this full beard, and I was just like, God damn it. Super chat for $5. Saw your video on tinting a Jetta. That helped a lot. Thanks, man. That's awesome. Really glad to hear it. I fucking hate tinting them still. I can do it pretty consistently, but I still don't like it. I'm trying to see this one little edge here. Gotta start working on that dad bod. I have that. Already, like, you starve yourself, you lose a couple pounds, and then you have, like, a cookie, and then you gain it all back in, like, a day, and you're like, what is my life now? Okay, so this hopefully will fit. Saw your video to the. I almost took a hammer to the back. Oh, Emmanuel, thank. Saw the video on the Jetta. That helped a lot. I almost took a hammer to the back window and called it a day. I don't blame you. Thank you so much. I don't blame you at all for that. One more thing. Let's do plastic. I always forget the plastic because it's not something I do outside of here. I wish I did.
LKB with another $5 super chat. Emmanuel, I'll match you. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. You've done a... What is that? Ew. There's like white, dry semen? Remember that shit? So we're gonna clean that off. It shouldn't be the wrong side for the quarter. We should be good. Oh, it just disappeared. I'll use, or I ordered, sorry, it's a little hard for me to keep up with chat today. Really appreciate all you guys hanging out. So I'm doing what I can, but like as I talk, there's lots of messages that skip by. So if I miss it, I'm sorry. I try and answer anything that I can pick out. Here we go. These quarters, what always throws me off is like this top edge here. Sometimes you just get that little bit too much. And then the film has nowhere to go, so it just bunches up. So it's not that bad. You just got to keep all your edges pretty close. And then, you know, where did we put that? So we'll just slide this in here. There we go. Perfect. That's what we like. Wait, are we? Yes, yes we are. Perfect. Flawless. Oh, but $60 ceramic off of eBay? Those are always like, at this point, I'm pretty convinced that a lot of those are in, like, probably some type of ceramic. But the biggest issue on cheaper ceramics sold on eBay and Amazon is they're likely to be hazy. So the way that they make ceramic is they take ceramic particles or antimony tin oxide, or like there's a few different types of materials that they can use for ceramic. And they make those very, very small, and then they embed them in the film. So if they're not small enough, that's where that haze comes from. So the finer they make those particles, like same thing for carbon. They take actual carbon particles, they make them super, super tiny. That's why it's called nanocarbon, is because they make them nano small. That's super specific. We need this, and we need this. Yeah, and then you'll have that low angle haze for sure. Ew, fuck. So, you know what I should do? I'll take a towel to like one of these, and then I'll take a clay bar. Because like, the thing about these front doors and a lot of front doors is they're laminated. So a bunch of shit, like, see, I'm still pulling stuff out of it. It rests in that little laminate, that indentation at the top. So cleaning all that shit out is actually a bit of a project. So if you just wipe it off lightly with a towel, you'll never get all of it. And little pieces could like break off and still, like, holy shit. Is this a smoker's cart? No, I don't think so. So a lot of times you don't need to clean all of it out, but the more thorough you are, the better, right? Because if you're soaking down that top edge or whatever and you got water running down, that's looking better. Okay, so one thing you guys got to be very worrisome is actually in the industry, if you're not buying from the actual companies, there's a lot of Chinese companies that are actually printing boxes and then they're putting their own films in it. So people feel like they're buying the legitimate shit, but they're just buying tint counterfeits. And they'll make their boxes like super pretty. Expel was like a big one that I saw recently. And there's not a lot that they can even do to try and prevent it. So if you're not getting it from an authorized Expel dealer, you're not getting Expel. Or if you're not, or you know, getting it like Suntech or Lumar, those are ones that are, I know for a fact, also sold exclusively through their own manufacturer distributor, right? Like Lumar got rid of private distributors a long time ago. I know because I was friends with one. And they locked all those down, so you have to order from corporate, and then, yeah, that sucks. Yeah, they'll call it whatever, and like, you don't know any better. Like, it's much different buying film than it is buying like a phone, because if you get the wrong phone, you can definitively look at it and go, yeah, this isn't like a Galaxy phone, this isn't an iPhone, this is some chintzy knockoff. But with window film, there's not a lot of identifiers that can't be like, you know, you're just buying a kit for your car. Like, is it? I don't know. There's no way to really prove it in person. So it's a lot easier to bait and switch window film. Is this 5? Yeah, we going dark. I thought he wanted 20. And then he's like, nah, I wanna black this out. It's like, okay. Good shit. We will make it that way. I actually have some help with booking appointments now, and that's been super helpful. There we go. Yeah, 3M watermarks all their films. But again, that would be super easy for any manufacturer to do. It doesn't prove anything. It just means that you have 3M stamped on it. So always buy from like authorized sources. I mean, it could also be like, I mean, it might legitimately be a tinner that's selling it on the side. But it's such a saturated market that it's like you never know definitively. Plus, it also could be like an authorized Suntech distributor, and then he just sells you cheaper film. So, counterfeit window film, the giant conspiracy. But it's like that with so many things. Like when I was in the Philippines, I bought like, you could buy name brand shoes for like super cheap. It was actually really cool. And could you tell a difference? I don't know, maybe. I'm not a shoe guy. How do you feel about HP? HP charcoal? HP stands for high performance, so metallized. I'm not as familiar with those. I mostly, like, so they came out with dye films originally, and dye started to turn purple really quickly, and it lost a lot of faith from tinners. So then they came out with HP, and that's a metal sputtered film. So they actually use metal along with the film, and it's an older technology, but the problem was that it interfered with a lot of cell signals. Now it's like, so it's way less common now, and it still has that stigma with it. But what I don't know for sure is if it really matters anymore. Some of them will say that they don't interfere with cell signals anymore. I just never have tried that yet, and I never really saw it before. And cell phone technology has like come a long way. Infrastructure is picked up, so it's like, I don't know. I think there's a lot of people butthurt about their AM radios. I think that's what a lot of it was. Gotta have your AM radio. Placed an order for your shanks and glass aid. Thanks, man. Gonna take all your advice to heart? Good. You should. Thanks. I appreciate it. I always just teach, I don't know. This is the way I do things. It's a pretty comprehensive and efficient way of tinting. If you like learn one way to do things and then explore other ways to do it too. Lots of information out there. I just paid extra for an Android unit that has better AM radio. Perfect. I have a story about AM radio, and it involves my wonderful father. I love him, but it was so funny. It was just like, I worked at a shop out in Taylor, Michigan, Auto Ameristar at the time. And then one of the things that he would constantly come in complaining about was fuzz on the AM radio, because he did a lot of driving. And it was just like, I would watch the techs just roll their eyes, and they're just like, we've tried fucking everything. We've tried everything. There's nothing we can do. But he swears that the last radio was better or whatever. They were constantly swapping radios and stuff or whatever to try and fix the AM radio or make it better. And unfortunately, it's just AM radio. Oh, I should put this on here. Unfortunately, it's just AM radio, so it's not as not as up to date. Sometimes my dad watches these streams too. Love you. All right, so we're making good progress on that. That door went really, really well. Now we got. We forgot the plastic. I mean, I was cleaning it. See that water evaporate off of there? It's just not gonna stick unless we get that off of there. Is that 5? Yes, we doing 5. I got 5 on it. That's a bad. It's a bad. Get a battery on it. Battery charger? No, it should be fine. You're gonna kill it. Saying that is actually gonna kill it. Most of the time it's fine. But when you actually say, put a battery charger on it, that's when you actually kill it. But we're not doing bad at all. That's good. %5 plus 20%. Ooh, that's dark. I went down that road before. I got as dark as 5 on my front doors, and I had it on for a total of 5 minutes. Like, legitimately. Took the time, tinted it like 3 times, made it as perfect as I possibly could, and then I got in the car to pull it out of the bay, and I look out the sides, and I'm just like, fuck this, and I ripped it off, and I did like 15 on it. It was too much. Are we talking about AM radio in chat now? Oh, I'm sure there's a bunch of like auto techs in chat too. I've worked with a bunch, but I've got into some of it, and I know a little bit, but it's been a while. You guys should post some of those 5s in chat. Or no, in the group. That's what I'm trying to say, in the group. God, some of you guys know how bad those posts went in the group. Made me giggle. What's AM radio? Pretty much. Okay, so on this one, a little bit different, but not a whole lot. If you're new to windows like this, the top edge includes that beveled side on it. So it's like you have your long side here, and then you have the short side, and then you cut the entire top out together. Yeah, people posting 5% in the group is, I don't know. To me, it like having seen like 4 or 5, like the first sparked a lot of outrage, the second not as much, the third. So it's like they're just kind of over it a little bit, but it is still pretty funny to me. Like it's something I used to delete pretty quickly and just like not endorse it, but like it's actually sparked some healthy discussions, and like yelling at somebody to like not do it is not going to change their mind anyways, so it's going to antagonize people to like do it more. That's insane to drive at night. Yeah, I wouldn't ever endorse it or do it, but there's some there's some memers in chat. That to me is why I let it fly a little bit, is because there's some shitters out there that just like to stir the pot a little bit, and it's like, I don't know. I mean, what's a good... Groups aren't fun without like some memes, so... Gotta have some fun. Like that gold tint that we did, the gold mirror tint, that was super fun. Where did I put this? Trolls. Yeah, a little bit of that. But there was one guy that posted in like in Canada. He like drove it to like the lakeside off of a hill, and it looked epic. I mean, when you're out in the middle of nowhere in Canada, like, I think you're okay. You must be using the high beams to see through that 5%. I've got a theory on that. So if you do your sides in 5 and nothing on your windshield, your eyes have to adjust when you look out the side. But if you make the whole thing evenly as dark, sure, your visibility is going to be cut down. But I bet you your eyes are going to adjust, just like seeing in a dark room. You know, give it a little bit. But would I advise it? No. No, you're never going to hear me endorse it. But I have that theory. So I almost just want to try it and like leave it in the garage and see. But I bet you that would be the case. Man, I had that same idea. It doesn't help. Well, thanks for the feedback. I mean, what channel would this be, though, if we didn't explore all tint options? I mean, we've gone to Walmart, we've gone to Target, we've gone to weird places, we've done some weird things. We're better for it. Then you get I think you get a better understanding. you know, like trying cheaper tools and stuff like that, trying different films and whatnot. I'm actually like, I can answer questions better after doing shit like that. But I still got a long ways to go on things to try. God damn. This looks good. That's nice. This is just a nice, smooth stream today, boys. That's good. It's not too hot in here. I like this film. I guess everything will fall apart maybe right after I say that, right? Customer asked if I would do 555 on the back and 555 on the front. That's like your whole day right there, though. You could do like, I mean, that's like, what? That's like 3 cars right there. Off of 1 car. That would be one hell of a stream. Can we do that on stream one day? Where it's just like, today, we're tinting 1 car 6 times. All over itself. I need coffee sips. Coffee. Do you keep your backing liner as a template for your for the next car or the same one? No, I've never been good with organizing liners and extra film. Even if I have like windshield strip rolls and stuff like that, I never organize them very well. So they just sit and they sit. Like I actually have them over in the corner right there and I just don't touch them. Because I forget what kind of film it was and whatever, and I don't label it. And so I just like, meh. My dad's garage sucks to tint in it. It needs more lighting or something. Yeah, I mean, one thing that'll make a huge difference is just paint the walls white. Just get an ultra white, paint all the walls. And then, like, even with these lights off, yeah, it'll adjust a little bit. But even with this, it's not bad. And then I put, like, extra bright lights in here. Do you have any videos of double layering tint? I don't think so. What are your thoughts on the current U.S. political climate? Well, I think... Oh, fuck you. I know who you are. LKB with a $5 super chat. You think mirror tint reflects sun more than normal tint? Yeah, absolutely. All right, we're going to go to the other side. Thank you. Thank you so much for that super chat. Yeah, so there's 2 ways. 2 ways to actually reflect or to deal with heat. So window tint isn't usually reflective, so it's got to handle heat by actually absorbing it into the film. So that's what ceramic does. That IR, the ceramic particles, the carbon, as the sun is passing through the tint, it gets absorbed into that material. So your glass actually radiates that heat off and a little bit into the car too. And when you're driving, all that airflow over your windows is dissipating that heat. So that's where ceramic is helpful and non-reflective. But the other way is to reflect it away. So mirror tint would be naturally much better at handling heat and your car would be much cooler. But you are way more likely to get pulled over for mirror than just regular window tint. So that's the little summary about that. Fucking chat's moving fast today. I'm trying to keep up, guys. I really appreciate it. But holy shit, I'm just talking over robot voice the whole time. And then it all will go silent all at the same time, and then I won't have any content to talk about. Solve global warming? Yes. Love the channel. I'm from Alberta. Thank you. How many PSI are the spray tanks? You can do like I usually run around with like 70. Sometimes a little bit more than that. Just keep putting air pressure in it until you're comfortable. But they'll go all the way up to like about 90 to 100, and then they have a pressure release valve on top. So you don't have to worry about like over pressurizing it. All right, so let's clean this one off. Chat was going to chime in. People ask a lot about the plastic covering that I use. And then somebody was like, it's carpet cover from Uncle Ray's TV. I get it from Lowe's. It's carpet shield. But yeah, it gets brought up a lot. Man, I'm so sad. My shoes are already dirty. Shit, man. This is what happens when you wear white shoes. And drips. Oh, we should use this one first. Do I use Totally Awesome as adhesive remover? Yeah. I use that along with, what is it? ATR. ATR is also a really, really good adhesive remover. Nice legs, thank you. They're, pale. Maybe a little less pale from Texas, but. What's a cooking good looking? Are we doing the windshield? No, we're just doing the sides and the back, which I'm actually pretty happy about because it gives me a little bit more time to stream, and then just like, it's a nice easygoing day today. I've done so many windshields out of here. I'm really tired of them. I appreciate the work, but I also am very tired of them. I mean, we did the Blazer, we did the Kia, we've done the BMW, we've done a bunch of them all in a row. Ceramic coating on white shoes. Yeah, I don't know. It's got like a cloth on top. I don't know what I can do to take care of it. I'm sure somebody's a shoe expert in chat, though. What do I use to clean the back window? I used to just wipe it with my hand, but since then, clay bars. We'll go over it, though. Just like I'm doing with the top edges and stuff like that. You see all that shit coming out of there? The same thing will be for the rear defrost when you use like a glass clay bar over it. One thing I've been noticing is I'll sometimes have speckles on my top edge, so I don't know if it's just all the extra dirty water that I'm kicking up running down now, so I'm trying to squeegee it off. Something I gotta be careful of. How long does it normally take you to do a full car by yourself? It depends on the day and how much I stay on my phone. But about an hour and a half is like a good happy point for me. Longer than that, like up to 2 hours, any longer than 2 hours, then it's like I'm behind on the day. But if you're new and you take a while to tint a car, don't beat yourself up about it. It used to take me, like my first car took me 6 hours. It took me quite a long time to speed up. The only reason that I'm halfway decent on tint is it's literally all I do most days. So lots of practice, lots of been put in high production situations and stuff like that. And I always try to improve That's like a big thing too. If you always look to like improve what you're doing, that helps. Get these as close as I can. I just want to make sure. Yeah, tint is very tedious work and very annoying to learn. Just had mine done last weekend for Matt. Oh, cool. Guessing that's the Kia. Which is pretty fucking awesome. That was a long job, but it was good. Do you tell, oh, sorry. Do people drop off their cars, or do some insist and stick around to watch the work? I always have drop-offs. I just don't have anywhere for them to wait. But moving forward, I don't mind if they hang around. The only weird thing is going to be if we stream. I guess I wouldn't mind necessarily to set up a chair in the corner, but like I think it's more going to be. I think it's more going to be like a waiting area. I'm not going to have them in back. I'm not going to pull up a lawn chair so they can like sit 5 feet away and watch me do the whole thing. It's just like, I think it would be a little weird for like the program. It's like, hey, and there's the customer. And then he like gives an awkward thumbs up or something like that. Do you think tinters can wrap cars and vice versa? It's not a one-to-one skill. So if you tint, it's different from vinyl work. But vinyl, I think, is a little bit easier to learn versus tinting. But PPF is like a much different animal from those. So you could, like, there's a lot of tinters that go on to learn how to vinyl wrap in PPF. I know, like, I did some PPF, so I'm pretty familiar with it. I'm not very, I need to work on PPF if I want to get better, but it's not, there's always that trade-off, and that's what I've noticed most, is like, so somebody that's really good at tinting, they're better off just staying with tint, because when they go to do those other things, they're kind of just supplementing their time. They're not making a lot of extra money. You're making more money off of the one car, but that whole job takes longer. So you're better off, like, as a window tinter to get somebody that knows how to do the other skill, and then you all knock out a car together, and that saves time. Do I do mobile tinting for people, like, in their garages? No. No, it's not something that's very easy to do up in Michigan. Problem is space. Most people don't really have like a clean garage or like the space to even do it. So, you know, heat, light, most of them don't have it. But if you're down south, as long as you get out of the wind, then the weather is much better year round, so you have a better shot at doing it. Are there two? See, this is what happens when I don't get a flat edge. I have to like try and cut my edge here. And it's just awkward. You can do it, but it's just awkward. But I'm doing this on the driver's side because I'm right-handed. Like, it's easier for me to do right-handed than it is otherwise. Well, so mobile, here's the thing about mobile, is there's a lot of people that just go from house to house, but people underbid themselves, and there's too many things that you have to figure out for every car that you tint. So it's like you're outside, you're battling the elements, and it's just what you've set yourself up for, and I don't necessarily understand that. Mobile could also be in other shops. So like I have something worked out with the glass shop. They line up consistent work for me to do. I go and knock it out, and I don't have to run around or look for spaces. It's a really, really good situation. And then at the end of the day, out of those, so I tint there 2 days a week, and generally speaking, they write me a check for 14, usually it's about $1,400 for those 2 days. So that's not bad. But it's kind of a unique situation. It's hard to find consistent places like that. There's a lot of bad ones that'll just waste your time, and you have to know when to cut them loose. So, yeah. Yeah, if you go mobile, I don't know. I never, especially in the colder states, I never understood the like running around outside, going to house to house. If you have a back window and you have really old film and it's just flaking and not coming off, just honestly replace the back window. I mean, it sounds like you're way too worried about too many things. It's like too fragile and old at that point. You could try and steam it and spend hours and hours of labor doing it, but I mean, at some point, sometimes it just makes more sense to just scrape the whole back window and say fuck the defrosters, or just replace the back window. There's no be-all end all way to save the defrosters, but most of them with the steamer will be fine. It's not something you can always guarantee. Like I was tinting a Mercedes E-Class, and brand new, or no, not brand new car, brand new installation. It was on a 16 E-Class. There was a couple air bubbles in the bottom, and I was going to pull it back and swipe out those air bubbles because I was going to spray some slip solution down there and just squeegee that area back out. As soon as I pulled it back, I ripped off all the defrosters. The glue wasn't even stuck to the glass. That was a shitty situation. What's wrong with a 4.5-hour live stream? Don't you guys just have all the time in the world to watch them? I don't know how to edit those down. They're kind of expensive to get. Like, the longer the stream, the more expensive it is to get it edited down. So I'm not really sure what to do with the longer ones. We almost had a gap, but we are just covered on all edges, so that's nice. Yeah, it kind of sucks to actually have to work while everybody else is working. It would be cool to run these later on, and we might do that from time to time, but for now, these are the way these are. Where's my... Oh. Just send me the long ones. I'll cut them down for you for free. What? What was I talking about? I forgot. What are we cutting down? I legitimately forgot. Do you think ASWF is good quality? There's like one film that I'll constantly hammer on, and it's that godforsaken film because of all the shit that they put me through. I do not like them, and I do not like that company. I liked what they were doing with their YouTube channel, though. I can stay non-biased on that kind of shit. Like, they were actually trying to do some Q&A and stuff on their own channel, and then they stopped it. Probably because they found out that it's really difficult to grow a YouTube channel. Oh, the streams. We were talking about this cutting down the streams. My dumbass was thinking like film rolls. Who said that? Hang on. I'm gonna run over here. Nothing wrong with the time, buddy. Kind of proud of your longest one so far. Thanks, man. Yeah, I don't mind the long streams either. I mean, to me, this channel has kind of gone from like short, clippy videos to like in-depth, this is how we're gonna learn. Because this is in my opinion, one of the best ways to learn. Like, you get to see the shit get done. We get to deal with issues. We get to talk about shit. Like, this is, and I've had the most fun doing this. Kyle. Oh, really? Kyle, are you a video editor? Can you like, oh, me. Hey, okay, I'm gonna type this in chat. Wait, I'm gonna send you all the link to the group. Groups/tinternet. Window tint stuff is the Facebook group. It's got a different URL. But if you go to that link, Kyle, post. If you want to post in the group, I didn't know I had a video editor. Yo, dude, I'm interested. Where's the plastic? The plastic is from Lowe's. It's just carpet shield. You can get really long rolls. It doesn't stick to everything, but it's pretty good. Oh wait, let me check this. 1 second. 33. Okay, we got time for another door, and then we'll change. We will change the battery afterwards. So let's go. Where's my GoPro? There. There. Okay, so we'll do this. But yeah, if video editor, if you want to post in the Facebook group, just say, hey, I'll get in touch with you. That would be like super awesome. Where's my razor blade? Because I was paying a guy to do the video editing on some of them, and I really like the work, but what I've noticed is I need to go into it with the subject, and those work well, but then I stopped doing that very quickly because I just had too many other things, and it's a lot of planning, so hopefully I'll get better at that. But if we can cut down some of these live streams or just make them more direct on the important things, like a summary or whatever like the most important thing was, or if you can tell a little bit of a story with it, then yeah, that'd be great. It's just like, I didn't see the potential in the short videos yet of just the stream, like for what they cost. So I don't know. Still playing around with ideas, but that would be super cool. Should make a video how to remove stickers off of door windows. I don't know how many comments I got about people saying that I scratch windows by using a 1-inch razor blade. That was on a lot of old videos, though. Okay. Good Lord, these flip-flop around. Yeah, you messaged me on Facebook. Okay, cool. Glad to hear it. Yeah, if you like tag me in like a group post or something, because sometimes my private messages blow up and then I miss things. Because there's a lot of people that message asking for like advice and stuff, and I appreciate it. I just like it's hard for me to, because I always get into really long conversations and I have too much shit, other shit that I have to do, which is why I try and answer as many questions on stream as I possibly can. Do we have a cricket? Oh boy. I see you don't use a scrub pad anymore. I haven't really had to. I think they're still helpful, but I just haven't had to. So with this slip solution, I haven't really run into any hydrophobicness either yet, but I mean, I haven't gotten a Range Rover, so I'd keep it around for stuff like that, but I haven't had to lately. Is ceramic tint worth the money? Yeah, absolutely. It depends on you, though. So I'm always pretty lax about the way I talk about it here. I think the only real benefit in ceramic film is the heat rejection. There's like, some people might say optical clarity and this and that and blah, 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 blah. No, they're all pretty much the same as far as like, you know, the more that they add into film, the less clear that they can get. So if you get a good one though, it's helpful. So think of it like dyed carbon ceramic, which is what I have here. This is my little heat box demo. The light shines and then I spin this around and whatever. But dyed carbon ceramic, good, better, best. No heat rejection essentially on dyed, medium heat rejection on carbon, and then good heat rejection on ceramic. So best heat rejection. Ugh. So what you really get out of it is when you're sitting in the car and that sun is shining through, like a good example is sunroofs. So if you've ever been driving around and you open your sunroof, man, those things they're hot as fuck. And then you close the shade. That sun irritation is really what ceramic is blocking out for you. Ceramic versus metallized? That's a good one. I don't know. It probably depends on the metallized film. It's just about that antenna issue. So if there's not, then it might be pretty similar, but it would also depend on the HP film. It'd be good to put those head to head. It probably, I mean, versus carbon too, right? So, I don't know. It's been a long time since I've done a metallized film, and a lot of companies stay away from it, so. Vinyl wrap windows beat ceramic? Yeah, any day. An umbrella beats ceramic windows. All you're doing is you're blocking that IR. That's what you're trying to do. That's the heat. That's what you feel. I want my automatic trash can, because that doesn't work. Yes, so that's a good distinction. Metallized mirrored film is popular on architectural. So reason being is the building isn't rolling down the street. It's staying there. It just has some ambient wind blowing past it, and some days that's not much. So rather than absorb it into the glass, they need to reflect it away from those windows. So that's why architectural is going to have a lot more reflective properties in film. Plus, it's not moving either. I mean, the window's not rolling up and down, so you can actually have like probably more material and stuff. It's flat. It's easier to install. You could probably make that film thicker and shit like that. So. Okay, we gotta be careful. I hate when that happens. Not there. Why would you? If we're not careful, there's one little bitch spot that wants to just not. Are you serious, dude? Are you serious? Why? Why you do this? I'm doing fantastic, but this is being a bit of a bitch right now. So, wow. Okay, so, no, we didn't pinch it yet, but it sure as hell wasn't moving, so. We're gonna check. Sometimes it does that, and that drives me insane, where it's like you're like 99% of the way there, and then it's just like, no, it freezes. And that'll happen with like any film. It's just the occasional thing that happens, and it's like, in a lower corner, don't do that in a lower corner. So if I just went down really hard, I would have creased it and had to start over. But we pulled it back, we flushed it, and then prevented a catastrophic situation. All right. My shank. Bottom loading I find much cleaner and easier. Yeah, because you're a little bitch installer. I'm kidding. I just had to. There's such a rivalry there, which is just so unfounded. Like that's good. There's a lot of people that like to install that way. It's just not the way that I do. So yeah, a situation like that is it's just something that can happen with the way that I do it. I don't mean to be mean at all. I just like. I'm sorry. It's just something that ran in my mind. Like that shit talking at work. That's all it is. You guys are funny. You made my day, bro. Okay, we gotta switch this. No, it didn't crease. It was close. I saw it starting to pinch, and then I stopped. It's really annoying how it can just hang up like that, though. Okay, so we gotta change this. Wow, there's actually a bunch of people on Twitch today. And by a bunch, I mean 3. Wow, guys, we might hit affiliate on Twitch. Holy shit. You know, I've been streaming on Twitch for a long time. It fucking sucks. I love the Twitch community. Twitch community is like super funny, but like as a platform in comparison, man, it's just like for like discovery and shit like that. It's just like Twitch drives me crazy. I'm trying to. Okay, hopefully this isn't gonna die. Oh no, we're still good. Okay, good. We didn't kill it. Swapping batteries. Dropping batteries. We love you. You're the best. Aw, thanks, man. You wouldn't be what you are without Twitch. Twitch has like 50 million times as much emojis. Oh, we've been approved for emojis, so those are going to be coming soon to the channel, but YouTube wants me to make a membership video first. Like, it's really kind of annoying. So I was hoping to have them today, but I have to make a video first. Back window time. Oh shit, we unplugged it. We gotta go. Twitch makes you twitch. Oh, that's what it was. Twitch makes you twitch. I hear ya. All right, let's go. Does that mean I'm gonna get partner affiliate and then we'll go exclusively on Twitch? Wow, that would be amazing. Maybe we should all go to Twitch and then ironically be like one of like a 100 Twitch streamer and then not ever sign affiliate. Like, we're only streaming to Twitch as a bit of a meme and just to diversify a little bit more. But it's never naturally grown to anything substantial on its own. I think I could, no, I have to be partner to add custom emotes to Twitch, I think. So that's dumb. But on YouTube, everybody will have them on YouTube. We can only have 4 in the beginning, but the quicker we get members, the more I can add. So, like, I'm annoyed that there has to be memberships at all for emojis, but we'll have some fun ones, and I'll take community feedback on other ones to add. The first ones that I'm adding, I have a Wagner heat gun, I have a knife, I have a shank, and I have a knife, a shank. Oh, and this, literally the squeegee. I took a picture and I emojied it. So real tools that I'm using. That's what I put for the emojis. Should be fun. There was something I was going to say, but I forgot. If I DM you on Instagram, would it be easier? Yeah, you can do that. That's fine. It helps that you told me, or else I would have missed it. So I'll check. I'll check for an Instagram DM. That fan, it blows smells from the kitchen in here. No fair. I think my number one question right now is, what am I using to cover the door panels? What Instagram? Oh, the Tint stuff. Do the Tint stuff Instagram. Stay. I can't leave this here. That's gonna fall over. Stay there. It's like, it's easily the number one question that I keep getting. I need to become like a plastic salesman. '2020 hatchback Civic? Yeah, that guy right there. Yeah, I have tinted one of those. The easiest way to tint one of those is to literally do that right there. The glass costs $165, at least where I bought it from. It's not very expensive. I think the saddest thing is that I've only had one though, but I have it. That is a car, like, I don't know. I was truly mobile, and then I had one of those, and they just slotted it in with everything else, because why would they think that a Honda Civic is anything bad? And I ended up two-piecing it right at the bottom. I had to seam it. I didn't have a choice that day. I spent like an hour trying to shrink it, and it just didn't go well. Did I ever buy another heat gun? No. No, so we're on backup heat guns. My only, the only thing that lets me sleep at night with that, though, is one of the heat guns is pretty brand new, so I don't expect any problems, but I need to get a couple more. There's a bunch of heat guns to try, though. Suggestions? There's the Porter Cable Craftsman edition. That's probably very similar to the Porter Cable. And then, okay, I don't just throw it on the floor. No, what I do for a heat gun is I let it free fall. I like this, right? And then you catch it. You always catch it. You don't just like, boom, and then you set it down. So I don't just like, fuck you. You hold the cable, you let it bungee jump on the way down, but you don't actually let it hit the ground very hard. You cushion the fall, or else it'd be dead in like a couple days. The cables don't ever break though, it's always the heating element. Have you ever used a cordless heat gun? Yeah, briefly. They're not worth it. There's a guy that I worked with for a little bit who has one for vinyl work, and he says it's great for touch-ups and stuff like that on doing vinyl and like heating up small areas. So he likes it, but for window tinting, it just doesn't get hot enough and it doesn't blow enough air because it's battery powered, and battery power just isn't as strong as plugging it into the outlet. Oh, I do the same? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. I don't know. I've gotten a couple comments on me, like, throwing them on the ground. I think I throw if anything, I accidentally drop my sprayer a lot, but the heat gun, not so much. That just bungees down. Yeah, so it's just like, you're done with it and you just swing it down. And then we're gonna just put this right there. Don't fall. Okay, so where did I put, who knows? Oh, there, I do. Who knows where I put my light? So 5%. A lot of people ask me about glass aid with 5%. You can kind of see it down here. I don't know. I have a really tough time seeing it right up here. You can see like the indentation, but I still will take a light and then shine it away from my eyes and just use it to like brighten up the space. I'm curious on your shop floor setup where all the water's going. The water, so some of it falls through cracks. There's no drainage here. So water actually, it just sits and then will slowly dry out. So if I was tinning a ton of cars in a day and there's no drainage, then the water literally just sits underneath the race deck floor. But you're standing above it instead of wading through it. So I don't know. It's never come up above the panels here just because of how the ground is, but the floor is all kinds of cracked up, so. But yeah, I don't know. I do this with pretty much every back window. Every back window that's a little darker. 20% you can see pretty well. 5% is just too much. I need better direct lighting over where it is, or just different lighting, I guess. Where's the link for the light? Harbor Freight. It's so this one's brawn. I think it's just it's mass produced probably in China. It was like $30. It's under a different name at Menards. So you can, they're like $30. You can find them at either Harbor Freight or Menards, but that one's called brawn. Cut. There we go. There it is. I got a rigid cordless heat gun and it works great for vinyl work, but not for tint. Yeah, that's exactly what the vinyl dude told me. So that's good that that matches up. Oh yeah, so I think you could start selling tint stuff merch. I tried, man. I had it on the channel, but maybe on the website it would. The problem is a little bit of logistics behind it. So I can use a print-on-demand service because there's no way in hell I'm gonna order custom t-shirts and have them sit in a bunch of sizes and do all that shit. But I can do like a print-on-demand service, but it's like, it's shipping then, like orders are then shipping from 2 different places. So like there's like little tools and stuff from here, and then there's the shirts, which have to print and then send out from somewhere else, but you have to pay 2 different shipping prices at that point. So I'd have to figure all out that. So I'm sure I can get it done and add some stuff, but so on the YouTube channel, there used to be a little merch tray underneath every video, and there's like one dude that bought a couple things, and then nobody else ever bought anything. No, I'm not gonna do Amazon FBA. Amazon takes their cut, and then it's just it's another thing, and I gotta point people to Amazon, and it needs to be, like, the My Tint Stuff site is good. I can add a bunch of stuff to there. Anything else beyond that, I'm really careful. So I got like the Facebook group. I'm real limited on the number of places that I wanna take on and advertise and shit like that. So if anything, it's something I would add to the site, but somebody said keychains though. Keychains piqued my interest a little bit. It's a little bit more endemic to what we do. Sell autograph shirts? How about, get this, autograph squeegees? Oh, what? No. Does the heat gun shrink the tint? Yes. Yes, it does. I was trying to think of something snarky, but... LED flashlights. Those are things I could get produced in runs, but it's got to be really cool, because trust me, there's 10 people that are asking, and then there's 4 of them that will sell, and then I'll be stuck with like 300 some of whatever, and then there'll be giveaways at that point. Yeah, we'll just do this on this side. I don't know. That's why print on demand, little to no commitment on that. It's not gonna take a lot of time on my end. Once it's set up, and that's it. To try to Should try to tint the window with just water. It would just stick. There's lots of instances of me tinting where it basically looked like that. Am I wearing shoes? Yeah, man. We got custom GeoShield Vans today. That's why. Or else I'd be wearing flip-flops right now. There's a lot of people that asked about them. I posted them in the group. It was really funny. Everybody liked them, which I appreciate. But then GeoShield messaged me and they're like, so I guess we sell shoes now. I unintentionally turned GeoShield into a merch company. Can I show off the Vans? Damn, Daniel. Was that the white Vans? Was that the saying? Was it the white Vans? What kind of shoes was in that meme? I forgot. But yeah, we have the custom GeoShield Vans. And I'm really sad because they actually look dirty. Here, I will show you guys, and then we'll do the door. This is, and look, they got knives on them, but now they're already dirty from me tinting. But yeah, these are pretty fucking fun. Yeah, oh shit, so it is. Oh, I messed up that whole post then. I forgot. Damn, Daniel, back at it again with the tint white Vans. No, that's bad. Those are Pog. I agree. They are pretty awesome. When I got them, I was just like, sweet. This is fun. But they're Vans, so my flip-flops are more comfy, but these help me. Maybe these are why I'm a better tinter today. The Vans are really what does it. It has nothing to do with skill. It's all in the shoes. All right, so what do we do about this? What's Pog mean? I'm not entirely sure, but go on Twitch, and there's a lot of it. Fucking lol W. Geo flip-flops? Ooh. So this was off of the Vans. Vans has like a custom thing. So you can like design whatever kinds of Vans that you want. And it takes like 6 weeks for them to ship out because they get made in China. Poggers, lol W, Keck, all that shit. Monka Giga. Twitch is hilarious and it drives me insane. I have 55 pairs of Vans. Holy shit, really? Who? Charles, you have 55 pairs of Vans? God damn, you deserve a pair of Geo Vans then. Yeah, but that's, I didn't think anybody in here would have 55 pairs of Vans. You're in the group, right? I'll see what I can do about that one. You've been like a huge supporter on the stream. Holy shit. I'll put in like a special message. Yeah, if you're like, did you see them in the group? Dude, that's awesome. That would be super fucking awesome. You have, that would, like, dude, that's crazy. That's awesome. Yeah, we have to do something about that. You have that many pairs of Vans. How do you not get custom GeoShield ones then? We'll figure something out. Oh, wait, can you do me a favor? Like, this would actually be really cool. Can you, ooh, here's how we can sell it. Charles, if you're listening, your size is 9.5. That's mine too, bro.
Fucking high five.
9.5 too. That's fucking rad. Okay. I'll just send you the ones that I'm wearing. No, I'm kidding. If you can post a picture of like just a bunch of your vans, like all in like just like I have a lot of vans, I'll tag Burns, and then we'll get you some. I promise. We'll get this shit done. That's so cool. We need back glass squeegees now. This. I don't know which bulldozer is the good bulldozer. One of these is good and one of these is not so good. So we're gonna take both of them. And then we need clay bar. And then we also need towel. I'll message you on FB. Yeah, that's cool. But if you make like a post too, and just tag me, some of the, like I said, some of the private messages, like it's just, there's a bunch, so I end up missing some. Oh, there's the towel. What if I pay you through Super Chats? That would work. I don't no, I just want to send them though. So all we need is like your address, but don't post it in chat. We'll figure something out. We'll get them out to you. You've been like a huge supporter of the stream, and I really appreciate that. And it's just like, come on, it's destiny, man. You were Tint, Vans, like your whole life. This is built up to this. It's cool. All right, so let's take this towel. We just turn into shoe junkies instead. Okay, so there's a lot of hair here. So we'll talk about this for now. But if you push down on this deck lid, there's a little gap. That's usually in the Fusions with this turn dial here. Not so much in the other ones, but when they changed to this turn dial one, they freed up a little bit more space. I've tinted so many of these. Is this the 3M shoes and flip-flops? Yes, this is the same car. We're taking a little bit of time. So, sweep down. Some of that hair was sticking to it. It shouldn't be a big deal. I just end up spraying down there. I don't do anything special to it. Solar FX shoes. Oh, we're gonna have like fucking weird tint shoe battles now. Can I buy your flip-flops? No, I still use them. This back window is pretty straightforward. It's just the bottom edge and all the and all the hair that's down there. So we want to be a little careful. So we're just going over the defrosters. There's been people asking about this too. This is what a clay bar takes off of the defrosters. It's pretty nasty. Oh, gross. The hair is sticking to my clay bar. Dang, that's sick. What do I think about Solar FX? I think they're shit film And if you don't use Geo Shield, you suck. No, they're good. As far as I haven't tried them, but I hear very good things about them. So, if you're using solar effects, you're in good hands. You're the dirty promotions guy? Yeah, he just hires people and then dubs his voice over it. Yeah, they're good film. So yeah, scrub it down with a clay bar, but that's not really gonna address all the hair at the bottom. You just keep the tint up and then slide it there. And then cleaning with squeegees and stuff like that, that pretty much knocks everything down at the bottom. What's the most cramped space I've been into tint? There's like an Infinity Coupe is probably one that was really, really cramped. Oh, there we go. Vacuuming, yeah, but you still got, like, it's pretty worked into the deck lid. I mean, I'm sure there's a few things that you could do. Detailers could probably tell you how to get all that out of there, too. Ooh, we want to shut this fan off. Did I build the demo box, like the heat demo? That was a kit that I got from Tint Depot. It's a really, really good one. If you guys remind me, I'll show you the... If you guys remind me towards the end of the stream, I can show you guys the heat box. Yeah, so they sell them as a kit. It's nothing custom. It's like I think it's like 200 bucks. Well worth it. You sell one car, you paid for that box. And you'll sell a lot more off of demonstrating. Okay, there we go. Yeah, sorry I missed your question too, don't worry. Like, sometimes chat moves pretty fast some days. But you got it. Oh, tool belt was to the side. Velcroed to my shirt. That would be pretty fun, right? How about a utility vest? How are you not leaving fingerprint? We just grab the very, very edges of the film. We're not grabbing the middle of it. Yeah, somebody type my website in chat and use a HTTP. That'll actually be better. I'm waiting to see if somebody does it, and then I'll tell you if nobody does. Please do it. That would be nice. Okay, so this is kind of just moving slowly. This point, we need to just slide it past. So like on some of the fusions, it binds in the middle. On this one, it gives you space. And as long as you... So I don't want to like jinx myself or anything, but when you're installing it, you're not dragging it along the carpet. You're sliding it down the glass. So that's why, like, if you have some cat hair or whatever on the deck lid, it's not really that big of a deal because you're just sliding the film down a clean surface anyways. You're not... If you catch it on the deck lid, that's where you're going to get dirt. So hopefully I didn't jinx myself, though. But we'll find out. The website is mytintstuff.com. I don't think anybody typed it. my tint stuff. And then when you buy it, it becomes your tint stuff. But until then, it's my tint stuff. Is that a bunch of hair in the thumbnail? Yes, that's what we're tinting against today. I felt it was an appropriate thing to put in the thumbnail just to like show people one thing that you might run into. It's not to like blast this car or anything. And then side swipe, of course, on the bottom is handy. Used to use the stroke doctors, switched over to the side swipes. I like them better. Now we're gonna check it over. We're gonna see. I bet you we could do like a before and after in the thumbnail after the fact. Scrubby. And then we got to do some quarter windows, and then we will be all set today. Where's my scrubby? These are like, I don't want to have to use one of these. We'll just use a towel, and then we'll squeegee it off. It's not, I don't know what it looked like on the GoPro, because GoPro's like kind of wild with some of the colors. But it's, I know I showed it on video. So this is 5. It's like, under this light, it's not blue. It's definitely a little bit on like the tan to a little bit green. And then when you pull it outside, it's got this really bright color pop to it. It's hard to explain, but like my video showed a pretty good comparison. Lexan's like a really good neutral color. This stuff had a little bit extra of a shine to it. I don't know, it's like, it's cool. Did I charge extra? No. No, because I didn't have to do anything different. It's like, this looks perfectly clean. So like I said a little bit earlier, you're cleaning down at the bottom, and then you're flushing that bottom edge, and then when you're installing the film, you're sliding it down the clean glass, so you're not sliding it down or dragging it across the deck lid. If your tint hits the deck lid, it's gonna get dirt. But if you stick to the glass and then slowly slide it down, it stays very, 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 very clean. That looks good. Good shit. So we can do these quarters, and then we'll be done. I saved the most exciting bits for the end of the stream, so I'm sure everybody will hang out. What's the stickers say? Oh, something about getting shot and the bullet doesn't kill you, but the blood loss does. Good. Let's see, I'm reading it on the inside. It says, guns don't kill people, blood loss and organ damage does. Nice. I think it's an NRA sticker. It said on the bottom. Oh, there's my clay bar. I usually don't run into cars with stickers that say stuff. They're just cars. I appreciate the personality. Do I price by sedans or year, make, model? Sedans and coupes and trucks. They're all under the same price structure. SUVs are what I usually upsell. Like full-size SUVs are what I charge a little bit more for because you have extra windows and shit like that. But the good way to, like, some cars will be easier, some cars will be more difficult. It's generally just simplistic to keep a pretty standard pricing structure. And then if there's something like intensely difficult that's going to take you substantially more time. So it's like you're going to win on some cars and you're going to lose a little on some cars as far as time. But there's a good balance to a lot of them. So there's not really much sense for me in doing like creative little pricing tweaks for a lot of it. So if somebody's got an Audi, it's going to be the same as this, as like this Fusion. Although sometimes I'll add for like the quarter windows. Should I charge more on chargers? Well, it's in the name. I'll charge the same on a charger that I will on like a car like this too. But yeah, if it's going to take you substantially more time, then there's no harm in charging extra for that extra time. And it's, you know, you don't even have to like, you don't have to be like, yeah, I charge more for these because of blah, 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 blah. Like a lot of times people are just asking what is your price because they genuinely don't know. So all you really have to say is, this car, I would charge blah, 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 blah. I mean, and if it's gonna, like, if like you say, most cars take me blah, blah, blah amount of time, I just want to spend a little bit more time on this one, make sure everything's done right, or these ones just take me a little bit longer to do. They're a little bit harder than their average car. It's like you don't have to like go crazy. It's just like, yeah, most people don't know what your price is, which is why they ask, and then there you go. Ta-da! We good. We good. So let's wipe down this back window. God, this looks so clean. Oh, I have my rag bin. I should get a new rag. I always grab the old ones. What cars do I never do? Genuinely, we price older cars really high. And if it's just flat out crazy, I won't. I'll just say it's not my specialty, because they're not. There's older cars that I'm not as skilled at. It's just something I hardly ever get. So I'll be pretty upfront about stuff like that. So we quote higher and we're like, really, for the money? It's not my specialty. I do a lot of new cars. I do a lot of newer stuff. So there's some old school guys that are just much more skilled at doing stuff than I am. I have no problem saying that to somebody. Because there's a guy that wanted a set of doors done. And then he's like, also, I want to get my, what was it? It was an old El Camino. So he had a Jeep for 2 doors, and he's like, and I also want to get my El Camino done. And I was like, the Jeep is fine. I have no problems doing that. The El Camino, I'm going to be honest, I don't feel comfortable even quoting you anything. And then he actually came and got the Jeep done. And then the El Camino, he said he found a guy that's going to do it for like $250. And I was just like, oh shit, then go get it, man. And he's like, I know. It's a little cheap and maybe it's not going to be like, maybe it's going to be whatever, but the guy said he could do it. So I'm bringing it to him. And it's like, okay. He was a nice guy. I really appreciated that talk, but yeah, you don't have to pretend like you can take on every situation. I wouldn't. I don't know. I think an average person would appreciate you more if you just came out and said like, hey, that's not my specialty. That's just my gut feeling on it. What? What's in the trunk? I'm not going to go through somebody's shit. Not unless we have to put it down for the seats. But no, we don't go through customer shit. We just get to where we have to. I guess with that sticker, I might be a little bit nervous anyways, but no, super nice guy. All right, so we can put this aside because the windows have, yeah, I caught on that after. Do I ever tint a boat? No. I've done like a pretty easy looking boat, but the harder ones with like the rubber set seals, I haven't felt the need to take on that type of a challenge. And it's one of those situations where I know I have to charge substantially more to do it. But I've never been just challenged to do that, so therefore I'm not, I don't know. I'm just kind of, I'm at this point where it's like, I've learned how to tint a whole bunch of regular cars, and if it's not going to be in my normal wheelhouse of things to do, I don't necessarily see the fun in taking on a challenge for just taking on a challenge. I want it to be worth the time and the frustration, and then like a project I want to get into. So I might take on a boat if somebody sends me pictures and they're like a good client and stuff like that. I might take on one, but I would not seek it out from just a random person necessarily. It might be a good thing. It might be a good thing to do on stream, but I'm very nervous of that. What's the price of 2 doors in Michigan? It depends on where you go. I'll charge you $100. Some good shops will charge $100 to $120, and then there's other there's like quite a few places that'll charge like $80 to like $50. Just like anywhere, prices vary all over the place. Just checking this over. Any little pinches or any little things to touch up. Just want to make sure all my ducks are in a row. Oh, but it also depends on the type of film. So some films, or like that's starting. So color stable dyed, I charge $100. Carbon, 125, and then ceramic 150, I think is what I currently have it. Good. This looks good. Sweet. Look at that. Okay, let's take out the key so we don't lock that in. Dang. What do you guys think? I'm not even sure how to quote that. But LKB, thank you so much for the $5 super chat again. Dude, you've done a ton of them today. How much would you charge to do a school bus if somebody was serious about tinting all the windows? It'd take me a little while to figure out how much film you're going to use on a job like that, and it's probably going to take you a solid day to do it. So I'd probably ask for about at least $1,000 out of something like that. Sounded like a Dodge Demon. Yeah, we have a couple. So the higher tier sounds are a Dodge Demon and a I know we have an LFA, and then there was it was a Nissan GTR. Sounded modified, so then it like has that pop 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 at the end. I gotta turn this back on. Whew. We're not as hot today, so it's good. But yeah, man, that's pretty much the stream. You guys got any questions? When's the baby due? Baby is due in November. Oh, maybe I should link this. My wife would appreciate this. You guys have always been so generous. I'm pulling something up right now. Where is the thing? What is my headset? Oh, my headset. Oh yeah, you guys wanted to see the Heatbox too. So my headset, this is the Bose QC something. It's not the big over the head, obviously, but it is a quiet comfort one, so these have noise canceling. They've been out for a long time. Boy. It is gonna be a boy. Baby registry. Thank you. Where's the link? Hang on, let me pull it up on... Oh, I know where I can find it. I'm going to drop a link in chat in just a second. My wife's asked me to do this, and I don't blame her. We put together a little baby registry. You guys have always been good on super chats and stuff like that. But I don't know. She's just like, I don't know. She says she thinks you guys would appreciate if I drop something like this. I don't like I do what I do because I like to do it. I really appreciate the support. I'm gonna put in this registry in there. If you guys like, that's just some stuff that we have on a list that we're trying to get. So I'm putting that in there. Twins. No, it's one boy. We've had ultrasounds. One boy coming in November 18th. So I'll cover the college tuition. All good. It's a little extreme. He's not gonna go to college. But yeah, I much appreciate it. Oh, but yeah, that reminds me too of the heat box. So we'll take a look at the heat box quick so I can show you guys. It's pretty awesome. I guess the best way to do that is to take this camera over there. So let's go back over, and then we'll be all done on the stream, I think. GoPro. All right. So this is my heat box. We need to plug in some power. I'll kind of walk you through what I do for just some demos and stuff like that. We'll move the clay bars. I want to have this in a dedicated space rather than just on the thing, so we'll get that all settled. So we do a couple things. I basically merged whoa! Damn, son. LK, holy shit. Sweet, whatever I've spent in total in Super Chat, I'll double it and send it to the registry. Bro, dude, that's super awesome.
Here, an actual thing. Thank you. That means a lot. Dude, you've been crazy supporter this whole stream. I really appreciate it. That's insane. Okay, so this is a solar meter, also referred to as a BTU meter. That's what it measures. So that's basically heat output. So it's 0. That's what it's just at. So what I like to do is this number will vary all over the place. So this heat box, I have 4 pieces of glass. I put labels on the bottom. So no tint, dyed, carbon, and ceramic. You can vary the shades however you want. I like to do 20 now as a baseline across the board to give a good illustration of what they're all like. So we keep this meter on. We turn on the box. This is a 200. Here, let me maybe face this a little bit better. So this is a 250 watt heat lamp. You feel a lot of heat coming out of this. So I will adjust the meter until it's right about to 300. Like I said, it measures heat output so that heat will change. Oh, there we go. It's pointed a little bit to the side. So we're just going to back this off. So we're right about 300 right now. So you can see it's jumping all over the place. You move it back and forth, that number varies. So we want to kind of establish a baseline. So 300 sounded like a good number to me. It's high. You feel a lot of heat coming off of the box. And then when you rotate this, you'll notice dye, it's still right about in the 300 range. So no tint, dye, you still feel a lot of heat coming off of that. And if I put my hand in the way, you'll see I'm blocking all that heat. And then when we go to carbon, which is what we put on this car, boom, we're at 160. We went from 311 to 160. So basically we just cut that heat number immediately in half. And then when you go to ceramic, we bop down all the way to 88. So 160 down to 80, a little bit more. So basically we cut that in half again. So you basically have 100%, 100%, 50%, 75% heat reduction. So that's, yeah, the heat box demo. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Hop back over. Yeah, a lot of people, or a couple of people were asking about that. So there's a heat box you can find on Tint Depot. I think it's cool because it spins, makes things pretty easy. The other ones with the slides, I like those too. They're pretty compact and easy. But having a very quick way to switch in between the two seems to work out pretty well. And like what the heat box really does is it makes that connection. So if you're like, hey, this blocks out 75% of the heat, this blocks out 50. What does that number really mean when you get in the car and you sit there? What do you feel? That's the difference. So I don't know, I'm a big fan of them. Can you feel a difference? You can feel the difference. Yeah. So the reason I keep the meter handy is because it gives you a number. And like you guys saw in chat, I just sit there and be like, yeah, it's cooler, right? But when you see that number and you put your hand in the way, it's like you can feel a difference, but that number kind of tells you exactly how much of a difference there really is. So that's why I think it's really beneficial. It's just, you get the best of both. You only need the heat box, but it makes a bigger impact when you have that meter too as well. So both of those things are super, super handy. When your child gets here, your beard will be full. Man, I hope I could. Because, yeah, it's all sorts of patchy and scraggly. I need to shave. You buy any baby stuff yet? Yes, we did. We've gotten, like, some baby outfits. GeoShield actually donated a stroller, which is super nice of them. And then some other stuff, too. My buddy Nick, he sent us some stuff. Family sent us some stuff. So it's been really cool. Is GeoShield ceramic a thicker film? Yeah, it's actually a 2 mil ceramic. Awesome channel, very informative. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Stock up on diapers? Yeah. Amazon has a thing for like a diaper fund. I'm sure we'll need plenty. My older brother, he actually just had a baby like a month ago. What was it? July? He had a baby in July, I think. And they told me about
baby diaper blowouts, and I was just like, oh shit. They're driving and then just little like, oh no. That's gonna be fun. Can I send you a Lumar onesie? Oh shit, yeah you could. That'd be great. I just love the fact that young people are doing their thing in today's world. That's fun. Expect some blowouts and baby diapers. Yeah, like this type of shit. I'm a man. I love doing this. Any names yet? We do have a baby boy name in mind. Actually, 2 of them, but we keep bouncing back and forth. I don't want to say anything until the baby and we have it like pretty official. Although there are some memers that say, yeah, there it is, Thanos baby, or Spider-Man. Do you remove any sweeps or all 2-stage? The vast majority of windows I will 2-stage. I hardly ever pull sweeps. I've always been really comfortable not pulling anything apart. So, alrighty. Well, I mean, I guess we're at the end. I gotta let this guy know. I am actually going to look at a building today. I kind of wanted to try to stream it, but I don't know how that would work. I will take pictures and I will take video and I will show that stuff. I have a stream tomorrow, actually. I have a job tomorrow. We'll be doing a Jeep, so I'll be back tomorrow. So I'll hopefully have some stuff to show you guys. And I mean, I sure hope that whatever's is gonna happen works out as far as like 2.0. 2.0. Try and stream it. I thought about it, and I think the more I talk to myself, I'll do some video. I'll bring it on tomorrow. We have a stream tomorrow, so. Goddamn, LKB. Oh, I gotta shout out super chats too, and I gotta shout out you like a bunch of times. LKB, one last noise before you go. Thank you. Oh my God, LKB, you're a fucking boss today. The super chats are literally LKB, 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 Jamie, Emmanuel, LKB, LKB, Charles, LKB, LKB, LKB. Everybody, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It means a lot, and everybody just hanging out. Everybody just hanging out in chat. That makes this so much fun. I have so much fun now tinting and talking to you guys about this. This is just really, really a good time. And then the Fuse with the $1 super chat. Thanks, buddy. Anything is just super nice. I really appreciate that. Did it? There it is. Had to wait for it to pop up. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. How much should I charge when just starting out and learning? If you're okay, one last question. If you're tinting for friends and family, you can kind of work out maybe a deal or something like that, but cover your material costs. Go through a lot of film, and just keep in mind that when you put out a good job, it's a good job and it's worth money. So don't sell yourself short, like, because you're putting a lot of time and putting a lot of effort. So if you can put out a good job at the end of the day, it's still worth as much as anybody else's. So don't try and sell yourself short. That's how some people will whittle themselves into like $99 and stay there because they never can try and work themselves up because they feel like they're new. But you're worth it. You're worth it. All I got was the rev. Well, sometimes it's the rev, some LKB. Okay, one more. Thanks, buddy. I really appreciate that. Dude, you've been fucking crazy today. You guys are all welcome. Thank you so much, too, for hanging out. This has been a blast. I really love these streams. They're so much fun. So, tomorrow, we'll be back with a Jeep. So, tune in for that. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Charles! Charles! That's why I keep the mic on for a little bit, because before you know it, something shoots in. Charles with another $5 super chat. Thank you, buddy. You got it. Oh, and the Facebook group, Shoes. I remember. We'll set something up, okay? Bye. I know, mic's on. It's like little outro dealy. I'll send a Facebook message. Okay, I'll look it out. I'll keep an eye out. Or post your shoes, buddy. I want to see 55 shoes. All right, bye guys. We good? We can end? Yes.